70,000 years ago, our ancestors scurried through the savannah, barely scraping by. As scavengers, we lived in small groups and were very susceptible to threats by larger predators. Compared to other animals, humans back then weren't particularly special. We weren't apex hunters, we lacked impressive physical strength, and frankly, we wouldn't stand a chance against a hyena, let alone a lion. Even our closest relatives, chimpanzees, could probably outlive us in a solo survival situation if we were to both be marooned on an island with the same resources. When dreaming of the future, our predecessors couldn't have imagined all that would exist by the hands of humans today. We've built sprawling cities, scaled the highest mountains, and even left footprints on the moon. So what happened? How did we, a seemingly insignificant species, become the dominant force on Earth? The answer lies not in brute strength or superior genes, but rather in our minds. More precisely, in our ability to think further than our immediate reality and to use it to collaborate on a grand scale. Cooperation is a powerful tool in the animal kingdom. Look at ants and bees, living in highly coordinated societies. As impressive and beautiful it is to watch them work and dissect the structures they've honed over thousands of years, their cooperation is rather rigid and quite limited. They follow pre-programmed instincts. Like tiny cogs in a well-oiled machine, there's only really one way to set up a nest, one way to produce honey. Humans, on the other hand, are masters of flexible cooperation. We can form large groups, adapt our strategies, and work together towards common goals. This makes us formidable, but it's not the whole story. Chimpanzees, for example, also cooperate in groups, but their groups are small and based on personal relationships. You need to know and trust each other to cooperate effectively in chimp society, and this limits their ability to scale up. By comparison, humans rely on, or rather exist around, and affect each other, without the need for interpersonal relations. The coffee you ordered, prepared, and served by people you never met, or this video, for example, written, edited, and presented to you, all by complete strangers. It just works without us needing to know the intimate details about the people across our paths. So what is it that really sets us humans apart? What is the secret ingredient that allows us to collaborate on such a colossal scale? Well, it's a little something called our imagination. Humans have the special ability to both create and believe in stories. These shared fictions allow us to surpass the need for individual relationships. Working towards the idea of something, instead of only what we can see, has helped us create ways of accomplishing things that once only dreams were made of. These fictions enable us to cooperate with strangers on a massive scale. When faced with a quarry of rocks, an ape or elephant will immediately turn away, as there is no shelter, food, or other survival benefits of them being in that place. Humans, well, thanks to our imagination, we see materials, we see the foundations of a sturdy structure, we see pyramids. The first of man who built these landmarks might not know everyone involved. However, they all believed in the same story, a story of honoring the gods, of securing a legacy, or simply creating shelter from storms, cold winds, and harsh desert sun. This shared narrative became the glue that holds the group together, enabling them to achieve what a single person, or even a small group, never could. The world of shared stories is a vast and colourful one. Take religion, for example. Religions provide powerful narratives about the universe, morality, and about the afterlife. Believing in a common sense of values and deities inspires cooperation on a massive scale. Related back again to the pyramids built by the Egyptians, this monumental undertaking was fueled by their belief in the pharaoh's divine connection to the gods. Law and order is another shared fiction. Legal systems, based on concepts like human rights or justice, create another framework for cooperation that surpasses personal ties. People should have access to food and running water, a shared belief that sees us developing non-profits and even donating food from our own pockets to help people that we have never met and never will in our lifetime on Earth. These are shared fictions, not inherent properties of the universe, yet by believing in them, we create a context for cooperation that allows societies to function smoothly. One of the biggest shared fictions is the concept or creation of money. Money might not seem like a tangible object, but its value is entirely fictional. It's a story we've all agreed upon, allowing for complex economic transactions. Imagine trying to barter for a loaf of bread with a seashell, something you probably scoffed at. But think about it. How much more valuable is a printed piece of paper to a shiny seashell? At its core, it's not. Yet our world functions on the belief that one is worth more than the other. The beauty of these fictions is that they don't have to be objectively true. They just need to be believed in collectively. Borders on a map are lines we've drawn, stories we've created about who belongs and who doesn't. The downside, of course, is that these stories can be used for negative purposes as well. Religions have started wars, and nationalism can lead to prejudice. But the potential for good is undeniable. Shared fictions have allowed us to build hospitals, to create art, and even explore the cosmos. Separate from every other living thing, humans exist in a unique state of reality. We perceive the objective world around us, the trees, the rivers, the animals. But on top of that, we've built a layer of fictional reality. This layer is made up of the stories we tell ourselves about gods and money, countries and corporations. The surprising thing is, the fictional reality has become incredibly powerful. The fate of our entire ecosystems can depend on the decisions made by fictional entities like governments and corporations. These entities only exist in our collective imagination, yet they hold immense sway over the real world. With this in mind, critical thinking is nothing short of essential. We need to question the narratives presented to us, understand their origins, and consider their potential consequences. Are the stories we're living by promoting cooperation and well-being, or are they perpetuating division and destruction? Just because a story is widely believed doesn't mean it's true or beneficial. More than merely entertainment, stories are the foundation of our societies and the invisible forces shaping our world. But understanding the power of shared fictions, we gain the ability to shape them more consciously. The future belongs to those who can craft the most compelling and unifying stories. So next time you hear a story or even tell yourself one, be mindful of its power. Is it one that unites or divides? Does it empower or limit? We are all storytellers. It's what makes us humans and the rulers of planet Earth. The stories we choose to tell, and more importantly, believe in, have the power to shape the destiny of our species and our planet as a whole.